So about 2 hours ago, what I thought had been impossible for the last month and a half now just happened. The Chicago Bears actually won a football game. Insane. And just my biggest question has been where was this for the last month and a half or even for the whole season? When we were winning, when we went 5-1, none of those wins were really convincing, at least not off the top of my head. No, a lot of them, the first Lions game, we came back from behind. Falcons game, that is pretty fun. Come back from behind. Panthers, I guess the Panthers one is pretty convincing. But where was this? The whole season, where was this? Trubisky played insane. I think for the whole first quarter, he had completed all of his passes. I don't remember the actual stats now, but he had a pretty high completion rating. No turnovers whatsoever. David Montgomery, he's actually he's playing insane. He's been playing crazy the last 3 weeks. Had 80-yard rushing touchdown to start the game. Wow. I mean, I'm just seriously wondering where have the Bears been this whole time? I seriously don't understand it. This team was just so different. It just looked different than what we've been seeing the whole month now, or not the whole month, the whole season. By the way, I just want to clarify. I'd still fire Matt Nagy and fire Ryan Pace. Their jobs. There's no way they should be staying. I really hope that this game or winning this game didn't convince the management to keep them. Please, no. It's still fire Nagy, fire Pace, but I just don't get what do we watch? This doesn't look like the Chicago Bears that I know. So I guess I'll break it down. The Bears were in control of this game the whole time. They didn't allow Deshaun Watson to do anything. They didn't allow that offense to get started at all. Part of it may be, they're not as good as they were a couple weeks ago because Will Fuller's now suspended, but still, that was crazy. Our defense looked possessed out there. Bilal Nichols was playing crazy. He's been doing really good. He's a bright spot on our defense. He's been a bright spot on our defense those last 2 weeks. And then Mario Edwards, these last 2 weeks too, he's been playing really well. Again, it's been 2 hours, so I'm still just in awe that the Bears actually won a game. If you watch my rant from last week against the Lions, I was so pessimistic about this team. And I still am, by the way. Kevin Harlan throughout the game was saying the Bears can actually make the playoffs now. Yeah, we can hypothetically, but what's going to happen if we make it into the playoffs? What's going to happen? We're probably just going to get rocked by the 1 seed or the 2 seed, I guess, because that's how the seeding works. Whatever. Still, wow, I'm just in awe that we won. But yeah, I guess I'll break it down. Mitchell Trubisky, he was playing out of his mind. He was playing so well. I enjoyed watching him for once. It wasn't just oh, what is he gonna do now? What kind of mistake is he gonna do? No, he was actually playing really well. Yeah, David Montgomery, of course, he's been playing extremely well. Allen Robinson didn't pull that fourth down, 3rd and 1, whatever. Remember, he ran out of bounds with 1 yard left, even though he could have clearly passed. He's playing well. Jimmy Graham, he's been doing what he's been doing all season. Those false start penalties were kind of weird. We got a few false start penalties, but that didn't set us back at all. It wasn't classic Bears games where, we get one good play and then, our whole momentum is killed because of some random play. No more of those jet sweep to Patterson stuff. Yeah, that was a good game to watch. Just made me happy. Tariq Cohen, his Twitter's been pretty funny for the last few weeks because, he's been annoyed watching the Bears. He's tired of watching the Bears, but he was I think someone added him hey, why aren't you providing commentary for this game? And he's I don't need to. They're just playing insane. That is crazy. Darnell Mooney, he got a touchdown. That is nice to see. He's so fast. I know when we drafted him, it was because he's a fast it's kind of a replacement for Turbo Taylor or Taylor Gabriel last year because we had to cut him. But he's been playing in. Oh wow! I'm saying insane a lot. I was not expecting when I didn't watch the first. I didn't watch the first few minutes of the game because I didn't expect well, first of all, I wasn't able to, but like also like I wasn't too worried about it because just the Bears have been so disappointing these last 6 weeks because that is a losing streak. But wow, I am literally speechless. It is just crazy how this team was able to yeah, I literally have no words. I'm literally speechless. So the offense is good. Like the O-line was also pretty good. Like there wasn't any. They were able to shut down J.J. Watt for most of the game. I think he ended up pressuring Trubisky once. Like, yeah, if I remember off the top of my head, like there was that play where they almost got a sack, but Trubisky was actually able to escape it. Which, like, by the way, Nick Foles was never able to do. Like Trubisky was using his feet. He was passing. He was like, doing like kind of what he was known for at UNC when we drafted him. And then the defense was also playing like way different than they used to. Like, still don't think that Robert Quinn signing was a good idea on hindsight because he's not been doing good. But like Khalil Mack forced that safety. They just like kept on sacking Deshaun Watson like as much as possible. Like, will the Bears make the playoffs this year? I don't think so, to be honest. Like it could happen. Like, of course, mathematically it's still possible we could like sneak in through that last wild card spot, but will they really? I seriously doubt it. I'm going to be honest. I doubt it. What else? Yeah, I had a lot more to say. Oh yeah, my idea, I guess, like for next season, I don't know. I'm not exactly sure like how lucrative the QB market is going to be next year. The best quarterback who I know will be a free agent next year is Dak Prescott. But I think he's going back to the Cowboys. Like Jerry Jones has is pretty keen on like re-signing players, and especially with Dak Prescott's injury, I think Jerry Jones will be taking care of him. Like I think the Cowboys are known for that. I think for a quarterback situation next year, because there's no way we're starting Nick Foles. Like I will not be happy if we have to start Nick Foles. I think my idea is like we first of all fire Nagy and Pace, re-sign Trubisky to a low 1-year deal, like low value 1-year deal. I don't know how much that'd be in terms of football or whatever, but and then see how he plays with the new fit or with the new scheme, new coaching, better play calling. Because like this is like his third game without having Matt Nagy call the plays, and like these last 3 weeks he's been playing really good. Like the first week against the Packers, like he did some mistakes, like he threw like into triple coverage, whatever. Again, and then I talked about his play last week with the Lions, like was actually pretty good. Like he was playing well, like something that I haven't seen in a while, like since 2018, since again that like Bucks 6 touchdown game in 2018. It is good to see that. Like I genuinely think, like, of course he's not better than Deshaun Watson or Patrick Mahomes, as every single sports analyst painfully brings up with us, but he's still a good quarterback. Like I think we should sign him one or 2 years so we can see how he does with this new fit, new scheme. It's considering Matt Nagy's fired, which he better be fired. Like he is not a good coach at all. With better play calling, all that, like maybe Trubisky will have more input on how he wants to play. Like maybe they'll get a coach who's better to his fit, to his style of play. So it'll like considering like with having Matt Lazor, he was the offensive coordinator for the Browns and the Bengals, and these are like the terrible Browns and Bengals, right? Like not the Browns we see today, like the 0-16 Brown level teams. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Like I'm just in awe that I saw Bears win this year. I was genuinely thinking there was a possibility we would lose out the season because, yeah, I mean, we're back in contention for the wild card spot, especially because the Vikings ended up losing. If the Cardinals also lose, or actually I think that game already finished. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, the game already finished. The Cardinals won. Of course, it is the Giants, but I think, again, I think it's possible that we could sneak in as a playoff team. I seriously doubt it. Like, I'm not going full hype mode about the Bears making it to the playoffs this season, but if they do, like the only way Matt Nagy and Ryan Pace keep their jobs is if they win like a Super Bowl somehow at this point, right? Like I do not trust them at all anymore. But yeah, again, like I guess my big takeaway was just like where was this team the last month? Not last month and a half during this losing streak. Where is this team during the entire season? Like this felt like the 2018 team all over again. We blew them out 36-7. That's a crazy score. I am in awe that like that actually happened. What a game. I'm just kind of happy that, the Bears actually won for once. So yeah, that's about it. I mean, again, I am I am so, yeah, that's it. See ya.